What's up, fellas? Welcome, everyone, to the Monday edition of Pick Central. I'm glad I have a loud voice because I would begin to think that no one likes me with how spread out everyone is in this room. We got a ton of stuff to get into today. Chaotic Monday in the Barstool office with this being Thanksgiving week. We're going to have shows today and tomorrow. The office is closed Wednesday through Friday for Thanksgiving. Go ahead and start on our far left. The man whose football team beat the crap out of mine yesterday. Smitty, how you doing?
Factual statement, and it's not avoiding you, Mincy. It's Brandon Walker sits in one of those two seats, and Big F sits in the other. The college football show is filming right now. We don't know if we're going to get a surprise visit.
Yeah, just
fair.
Just trying to say the right things today, you know?
Exactly.
Vibes are low in this office.
Marty Mush, how are you?
How we doing? Go get your Barstool Bites.
Mush cheese curds.
The mush mozzarella curds.
My bad.
No, it's good. The swishes are my favorite. Get Smitty's, Biggie?
Biggie by Smitty.
Biggie's by Smitty. Rico's got his own merch. Not a team player. But, hey, we want to, we're going to have to talk about it. It's scary out there, boys.
Rico Bosco, all the way across the room.
I had to change my vibes. I'm in dead last. I can't pick a fucking Raiders got boat raced. Cowboys got boat raced. It's a 4 o'clock killer hour.
I feel your pain. Obviously I feel your pain, but I actually did okay this weekend. But my parlay last night in the FF pod, I feel like what happened for the Chargers to not cover last night, I feel like I just got a knife stabbed in me. But that's what the Chargers do. All right, let's get into all the stuff going on around the office here first. On the stream Saturday night, we were all over at the gambling house in Hoboken. Miami was killing Virginia Tech early, but Va-Tech made a huge rally, and they were coming back. And Dave Portnoy, our esteemed boss, had, Marty, what was it, $500,000 on it?
550,000.
Responsibly. And some controversy ensued. I believe we have the video of it. All the stuff going on around the office here first. On the stream Saturday night, we were all...
Oh, no.
We're not sticking together if you wouldn't show me.
What is going on? We got to be a team.
He's not sticking together. Give me the phone.
No, don't give my phone.
He's not sticking together.
I don't know what's going on.
It's Brendan.
I got to get through this guy. I got 10 minutes. We can't stay together for 10 minutes?
Huh. What?
Interesting.
Can we stay together?
We're together. We're together. Right here.
He's turning the room.
You want me to air it out?
Yeah.
Why'd you delete the tweet with the L's earlier in the day?
We had a card earlier, and they had a bunch of games, and they all lost, so you deleted the tweet.
Guys!
No.
You fuckers!
So that's where they scored a touchdown, right?
75-yarder. And Walker, a little smirk there.
How would I have deleted it? Fuck! That was bad. That was really, really bad.
Not good.
Sorry, Dave.
No, I can't watch the game anymore.
No. We're stopped. We're done. I'm done. No, you can't leave.
can't leave.
You can't leave.
You guys.
No, you can't
We
leave.
didn't do it.
Dave. Oh, my God. Dave.
Looks like Brandon Walker got his buffet of bits eaten alive.
Dave, and then there was a clip right after Dave from the other room, I believe, called the words hick were involved.
Yeah, I heard. So on Mush the Line, Malasek was saying that he said off air on the other room, it was like, you fucking hick or something. Then Brandon doubled down and said, like, don't stand up. You're going to cut your knees because his pants are too tight or something.
I didn't get that reference.
All I gotta say is when he's in that and he's in $500,000,
Responsible.
you shut your trap. I think Brandon thought like he's like, oh, no one should be able to talk to me like that. No, he can. He can talk to you like that. And it's like, just shut your mouth.
Rico, you always do the Sopranos references. Dave reminds me of like Silvio Dante when he's gambling.
Yeah,
don't want to mess with.
Don't put cheese at his feet. No, I equated it to we were all bridesmaids. There was one major purpose why we were all there, right? We got our hair done. We looked good. We're there for the pictures, but ultimately it's his wedding day, and he's complaining about the bridal gift and threw me into it in the middle of it. And I'm right away. I'm like, buddy, it's his wedding. You turn in the room. Like, not the time. I don't care if you found out I was fucking stealing cars. Like, deal with it after the stream. Guys got shit going on. And then to double down And if you watch, I'm just kind of like right away. I'm like, what do you? It was like getting punched in the face. I'd be like, what's
This
going
also
on?
isn't
Double down. I never fucking liked you anyway. And then she proposes.
No, for him to double down was crazy. It's just time and place. We've all been on these streams. He's been on a hot run where he hit a bunch of these big, like Packers and stuff, and
it wasn't. It's also not a mad where it's like for a day. It's not like the joking mad. It's he's mad. He just went to the bathroom. I'm like, is he? I don't want him to come in here.
Yeah, he's not mad. He's mad.
Mad.
Yeah.
He's mad.
Yeah, and he seemed and he left the stream early. Rumors he may be taking a break from streams. Who knows? Or maybe he has Brandon's in the room. There are also rumors that Brandon could be facing repercussions from his behavior. Who knows? There's talk we may.
Is there talk going on about that?
Who knows? Who knows? I don't know what the hell's going on. Don't kill the messenger.
No, there's not. I want to know the rumors. I want to know all about it. When you're not in the drama, it's always nice to hear. When you're in it, you never want to talk about it at all.
Also, it holds no weight. Like if he did 3 seconds of research, he's like, yeah, you added all these plays. I added fucking 2 plays on Instagram. One of them won. The other one was to be determined.
He got caught.
He just wanted to. He wanted to drag somebody. It's like,
Hey, he got caught in the buffet of bits, and Big Cat can do that. Brandon Walker, maybe not so much.
Yeah, there's also when Big Cat's apologizing, that's when you should also be like, all right, hey, he's being for real. Let's not do this.
Well, all I know is after the first week I got hired, when I flipped that channel at halftime, I learned the very hard way not to mess with Dave Portnoy on stream. So luckily, it was a rookie mistake, and it was overlooked. Dave actually high-fived me on a stream after all this Brandon stuff, and it's the first time Dave's ever high-fived me. I always hold up my hand for high five and then have to take it away, like trying to act like I wasn't doing it. So I felt like Tommy actually did a blog on that one time. It's too funny.
Mitzi, you really are one of a kind, man.
Hey,
you are. We're doing all this. I finally got my first.
Hey, man. I'm a year in. Took me like a year.
No, I love it. A
small victory.
This is Mincy's world.
It is.
I feel like I would think that might be a little bit of a stretch there, boys, but glad to be a small part of it and happy to be at Barstool. Bunch of football to get into from this week. First of all, Marty, you and Ev both were all over Ohio State, crushing Michigan State.
Yep.
I'm an idiot. I took the 19.5 and paid dearly for it. How impressed were you with the Buckeyes?
I mean, I was very impressed, but I also never thought Michigan State was good. So that's why I took them that fast. And I was like,
and when the public was on it too.
When you see 7 against 5 and you see 19.5, usually everyone's like, whoa, I mean, that's the easiest bet in the world. Take plus 19 again for the 7. They were fake 7. That's why the season's so weird, because there's a lot of fake top 10 teams. Like we've had Iowa, we've had Michigan State.
That's what happens to the rankings being early.
Yeah, and we'll see what's going on with Michigan this weekend with Ohio State. I mean, it's 7.5. They're plus 7.5 at home. They win. They're in the playoff. Well, they have to win whatever. But I don't know. This weekend's gonna be very interesting.
But that was honestly, from 2 top 10 teams, one of the most lopsided, dominant first halves I've ever seen.
5 minutes. It was
unbelievable.
Crazy.
Stroud had one of the best quarterback performances of all time, just in the first half.
He literally kind of almost won the Heisman with that.
And Bryce Young, but then Bryce Young threw for 550 against Arkansas to get himself back in it too.
Well, they also barely won. What's going on with them?
They're just, it's crazy. I just really don't think Alabama's that good. Or I don't know. I mean,
they're obviously good.
They're good. They're just not like Bama good.
I don't think they're that good.
You don't think they're Georgia good?
No, but with that said, I don't really know who else is that good. There's such a gap between. I think Ohio State's closing that, and I've said it from the year, but let's face it, Oregon's not that good.
Well,
Oregon ran through a weak Pac-12.
No, Oregon's done. I mean, they got. That was
first test to Oregon. They got killed.
Yeah.
It was literally their first test. Well, Stanford shouldn't have been a test, and they lost that. Then they got the opportunity to make up a grade and still lose to Utah, get killed.
So they beat Stanford but lose to Utah. Utah's their only loss, so they still in.
They're in the discussion. But I think
now they're out, obviously.
Yeah, it's one of those things the earlier you lose, and it's been proven time and time again.
Oh yeah, the better.
Ohio State loses week 1, better you are. Mm-hmm. Better off you are. You really are.
So right now, Georgia, Alabama,
Ohio State, Cincinnati.
Notre Dame.
I think Notre Dame's in there. I think Cincinnati
I mean, Michigan's obviously too.
Yeah, well, no.
obviously,
If
but-
Michigan beats Ohio State and wins the Big Ten, they're in. I mean, Michigan's got it all in front of them. It's just a very tough task. Cincinnati's the biggest winner this weekend. What happened to Oregon, and then the fact that Cincinnati finally came out and beat the hell out of somebody.
The thing where it gets really tricky is, let's say Ohio State or Michigan, one of them is obviously going to win that game between the two of them.
That's Thank you for
Fact.
saying that. No, it's good. Yeah,
Fact.
one of them have to
Profound.
win the
Fact.
game. Yep.
Whoever wins loses the Big Ten championship. Now what?
I just can't see.
I
what
can't see it either.
Yeah,
I'm
the
just
fact
saying
that Wisconsin's
the
gonna
way
be
this
And
year is
and-
going. I think we're only 3/4 of the way through the turns in the story here. That's all I'm going to say.
What about Oklahoma State? Do you think there's any? It just seems like the Big 12 is
Yeah, I think-
Big 12 is getting so little respect on the rankings.
If Oklahoma State wins out, I think they should be in the discussion for sure. I would put them in. I'd probably put them in over Cincinnati.
But you know it's nuts though. It doesn't matter. Georgia's going to roll through everybody.
That's why Mush.
It's already kind of decided.
It's funny because all year we love college football, and Mush ultimately says like college football kind of stinks. It's predictable, and if Georgia wins,
it's going to be a lot
it's
better when the
kind
playoffs.
of a big
more.
waste of time.
Well, it's going to be a
it
lot
always
better
is.
when there's actually like a 12-team playoff and there's more meaningful games.
I actually think, I mean that will help, but the haves and have-nots are going to be even more that
But
separated.
this is going to happen again. So now Cincinnati's going to get in, and
If they play Ohio State, that'll be. I mean, I know they may get killed, but it'll be fascinating with the Ohio thing.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I don't even think it'll be fascinating if they get smoked. It's like, all right, well, we all knew this, and they finally got in. Why the fuck are we gonna have one of these teams get in? You know what I mean? I don't know.
I don't know.
College football pisses me
I
off.
just hope Cincinnati gets in because I want to see a G5 team finally get in the playoff.
What's interesting is if Houston didn't lose to fucking Texas Tech, Houston won't have the resume of Notre Dame and Indiana, but Houston would be undefeated. Are you talking about an
Cincinnati.
undefeated? I think Houston's going to beat Cincy. I say it all the
I
time.
mean, Indiana's not even part of a resume anymore. They have
No,
2
it's not.
wins,
So they
like,
really only have Notre Dame.
That's where I'm like, if you really look at their resume, is it that good? No,
Not really.
it's just Notre Dame.
Yeah.
SMU is
But then how
a
could-
respectable win.
There's also rumors Sonny Dykes may be taking the TCU job on Tuesday. I'm hearing too, so that might have. I don't know if that's an excuse for what happened. on
SMU
Saturday.
quit the minute Houston ran that kickoff back. SMU has been a dead duck.
Yeah.
They got. I thought the 12. It was like, all right, this is a pesky. Like, take this line. They're a pesky team. They got killed by Cincinnati.
I just hope Cincinnati gets in. Like I said, they fought Georgia in a bowl game last year, and granted, bowl game's kind of meaningless, all that, but that proved that they could at least compete. And I'm just tired of the G5 not getting in. That I always say it. The NCAA tournament's the best sporting event in the world because whether they win or not, everybody gets a damn chance, and that's what's to me is what part of what makes college football, the playoffs, so boring.
Yeah, very boring.
I know you ran on it.
I like it. I mean, obviously, I like college football.
I
watch
love
it,
the regular
but it's
season.
just-
I love the regular season. I just hate the playoffs have been weak.
Yeah, very weak.
But I love the regular season. Some stuff ahead this week. So
Wait, real fast.
No, go
If
ahead.
Alabama loses by 3, last-minute field goal, you're saying definitely out to Georgia.
I do.
I think-
yeah.
I don't think so.
I think they're still in.
I think they're
still in. That's why they've been put up at 2 already. They can just. The only thing that's interesting though,
What wins
they
do you
can't.
hang? It's more. Forget who you lost to. Like A&M's respectable, and obviously Georgia is Georgia. But who are you hanging your hat on with Bama winning?
It's like when
Ole
Minch-
Miss.
Okay, Ole
you
Miss.
need Ole Miss to win the Egg Bowl.
Ole
But it's
Miss
what
and
Minch
who
just
else?
said. It's what Minch just said. They're number 2 already for a reason. They can afford this loss if it's close and
Has to be
still
really
get in.
close.
The thing that's interesting though is they can't repair Georgia and Bama in the semis. They literally can't if they play in the SEC championship. They won't do it. So would you literally keep Bama all the way up at 3? They barely
Yeah,
lose. That's what
they-
they'd have to do.
You think a
If,
close loss?
if Bama loses on a Hail Mary, it's basically a win.
No, yeah.
Something like
They
that.
put them at 3 and Ohio
Needs
State
a-
2.
needs
and
to be
then
a
they put
cool-
Cincinnati 4.
What
Yeah.
about if Oklahoma State wins out? You're gonna put Bama in over Oklahoma State?
Yes.
2 losses, didn't win your
I
conference.
just feel
That's
like
a tough sell.
the Big 12 is getting crapped on. When Oklahoma came out at 8 undefeated in the original rankings,
I got ya.
it shows how bad. Like the Big 12 is getting treated like the American. I mean, it's bad how little respect they're getting, and that was telling when Oklahoma did that. Obviously, Texas is now.
I mean,
lost-
Oklahoma was undefeated. They were 9.
That's my
8,
point. When I
yeah.
saw that was jarring that the Big 12 wasn't getting a ton of respect this week. So we got shows today and tomorrow. Office is closed Wednesday through Friday. Egg Bowl. Brandon and I got a stream Thursday night. Open. I saw it Ole Miss by 2. Now it's State by 1. I'm actually happy State's favored. I think that's better for Ole Miss. We'll always tell y'all it's time talking more Egg Bowl later this week if we get to see Mr. Walker and Pick Central this week. Only time will tell on that front. Marty, also want to give a shout out. Wild College basketball weekend. I just wanted to touch on that for a quick minute because I know still Bench Mob. Y'all got a new episode out. Y'all taped yesterday. It's easy to get lost in this crossover season, but there was a bunch of big games this weekend.
It is. I'm going to hit Cuts ad real fast.
Yeah, go for it.
Guys, work attire has changed. The days of wearing uncomfortable business attire are over, but you don't have to sacrifice style for comfort with Cuts clothing. I can speak on it for myself. You can wear it to bed. You can wear it to the gym. You can wear it to work. You can wear it out. It's a quadruple threat, and I'm telling you, there's never been a better time to give Cuts clothing a try because Cuts is kicking off the holiday season early with 30% off site-wide now through December 3rd. I swear to God I wear Cuts non-stop. I like the elongated one. The elongated one's a cool guy look, so make sure you get that for the holidays. It comes in cool packaging as well, which I like, so give that to your family for the holidays. Its Ship Again in 2021 is coming. In preparation, Cuts is starting their sale season early with 30% off site-wide starting November 9th, so you can have a worry-free holiday shopping. Head over to cutsclothing.com to get 30% off site-wide through December 3rd and upgrade your wardrobe with their world-famous shirts, joggers, and all their new outerwear. That is cutsclothing.com. Go get it now.
Do you want to get into the basketball for a second first before we do NFL? I just want to make sure we got some basketball.
Yeah, because we're talking to Eddie today too. He's like, I love college basketball. I just don't get into it right this second. And college basketball, honestly, is awesome right now. Like there's so many good games. We have Gonzaga, UCLA tomorrow, Gonzaga, Duke Friday, Kansas.
Bama is lined up in that tournament possibly Thursday.
Yeah, there's so many good games. I mean, Michigan just lost 2 games already, which is shocking.
I think you give
they got their ass beat by Arizona too.
Smoked.
You getting Memphis in a tournament into Barcleys in the next couple of days too. You
got Seton Hall, Ohio State today. Mm-hmm. College basketball. And so this weekend Purdue beat UNC and Nova, and they were losing to Nova with like 6 minutes left by like 10, and they're almost like where it's Golden State sometimes, where you just like snap your fingers, and it's like they just did a 10. They took away the 10 and they're up 10, and it's like
they won by what, 7?
Won by 7, yeah, and it was like some bullshit kind of points at the end, but Purdue's legit, man. I think the Big Ten's trash, but I do think that Purdue is fucking legit. I mean, Williams comes off the bench, bro. The bench. That's when you know you and Edie's. If you have those two like pretty much like twin towers, it's insane how big they are. So Purdue's going to be the team, and I think Villanova just doesn't have the depth. Their starting five is great, but their 2 losses that they gassed out at the end. They don't have that bench.
Plus, they're going to take a couple losses in the Big East. That was the thing we kind of said was no. I said put the over under at like, I know it's crazy. Put the over under at like 5.5, 6 for the seed of Nova. I just think they're going to struggle.
I think that's crazy. I said 4.
Yeah, I think max 2, realistically 3-4.
I don't see. How much have you watched them?
I watched most of the Purdue game. And then
Are you you support Nova basketball?
I'm kind of forced to after being reamed out for not covering them a couple years ago when they won, because it's a big difference between Philadelphia and Villanova, even though Villanova is a part of the Big 5.
I mean, you don't root against it, but like injury, foul trouble, like when you got 6 guys in your rotation, what the fuck do you do?
That's what I'm saying. Like they're a good
and
team.
It's not interchangeable where, hey, they got 6 guys who could go get 20. You take a guy out, that guy's not used to scoring 15, playing 25 minutes, 30 minutes. Like
the reason why they'll be there in the end, probably a 3 or 4 seed. Jay Wright.
Fair enough. Absolutely. You're right.
That's it.
Absolutely.
And healthy, as long as everybody's healthy.
But the Big East is a little bit better than people thought. With that said, I kind of had some fun with Purdue fans. I tweeted when they won, Purdue is going to be a lot of fun to fade as a 1 seed in March, and people fucking came over the top. Like, what do you mean? The point is the Big Ten has never won anything. This Purdue team is loaded. Matt Painter has never been to a Final Four. It's the stigma. The 20 years of the Big Ten not succeeding has nothing to do with this Purdue team, but it kind of does. You know what I mean? Like how we say, oh, the Lions will never be elite. Like it's, or the Mets can't go over the hump. Like certain these teams, it just kind of goes with that. Do I think Purdue is going to be a 1 in the top of the league or the country? Yeah, absolutely. But I worry a little bit about putting that Big Ten team across your bracket to fill it out. There's a reason it hasn't happened.
I'm usually with you, but the Big Ten, like, I'm usually with you, but dude, Ivy against Villanova scored like 10 points. And against UNC, he scored like 30. So
Great,
like
they're deep as shit.
where they're not just relying on him. When you have Edey and Williams and then Ivy and then that one guy, I can't pronounce his name, they literally just have so many guys. And Villanova, yes, 5 very good guys. But you can't play just 6. Duke teams have done 6, and it just doesn't work. No matter how good you are, you need 8 guys. You need at least 8. I don't know. I just think both their losses came on the bench.
I know a new bench mob's out today, correct?
Yeah, we're interviewing Trace Jackson Davis today from Indiana. He's a stud in the Big Ten. I'm not sure on Indiana yet.
Top half of the Big Ten.
They played well yesterday.
Yeah, top half of the Big
they're
Ten.
playing well. But yeah, college basketball is back. This is also feast week, so there's
It
games.
just sucks that all the good games are so early in the season. They got to figure out. I've been saying that forever.
But it is awesome that they can encourage that, though. I mean, I think that is a unique thing in college basketball where people are. You almost get more you get more credit for losing to good teams than you do beating bad RBI teams early.
One of my plays started at 11. I gave it to TJ before. Little Rock minus 3.5 up 50-27.
Nice.
There's nothing better than that.
Starting the vibe out.
I had Creighton minus 12, and I knew it was a winner once Dave tweeted out, I love Brown today.
Yeah, that was a trap for everyone.
like a
And I think Creighton
win.
lost like yesterday too.
Yeah, that's rough. Well, all right, let's get into a bunch of NFL stuff to get into.
Is anybody good? Does anyone want to win the fucking Super Bowl?
Birds,
No,
baby.
I have
Birds.
The NFC East is.
You're
Look at
like
'em.
in the playoff hunt.
Oh, they're going to make the playoffs. The last 6 games, they're going to be favored in 5 of them.
The Birds, I'll say this on the Eagles. I know Nick Sirianni, everybody was coming after him earlier.
As they should have.
As they should have, because what the hell is he doing with the offense? This is all they should have been doing the whole time, is designing a rushing attack around Hurts with RPOs.
It's so
hard to stop.
He threw out his entire D3 Mount Union wide receiver philosophy out the window. Everything that he was hired on, he threw out after Game 6, and they're impressive. Everything that they're doing on the offensive side of the ball is impressive. Defensively, Trevor Siemian stinks. They still need to step
Saints
it up
have-
against
yeah.
good quarterbacks because they still have that stat out there against Herbert, Carr, Mahomes, and stuff. In 1,700 Eagles games before the season, only like 8 players have completed 80% of their passes on 30 attempts. It's happened this year like 4 times. So they need to do better defensively against good quarterbacks. It's Trevor Siemian, fine. But against good
Against the
quarterbacks,
Saints,
playoffs,
the corpse of the
Pick
New
it up.
Orleans Saints.
but their running attack, the fact that the Saints, who are the number one rushing defense in the league, got absolutely bulldozed yesterday.
242 yards.
The Eagles' offensive line is beyond impressive with Jordan Mailata and Jason Kelsey pulling as a center. 2 or 3 Block of the Year awards should be awarded from Stephen Shea from yesterday. And Mintz, this stat is unbelievable. This season, top 4 rushers against the Saints. Christian McCaffrey is number 2. Number 4 is Jordan Howard. Number 3 is Jalen Hurts. Number 1 is Miles Sanders.
Yeah. I believe it. The Saints
Really? Unbelievable.
Saints have only allowed 200-yard rushers in 4 years, and the Eagles didn't have
Or
100
two.
yesterday. Or yet, well, they were the
Well,
Niners.
they each had like 90.
But they gassed. No, they beat the crap out of them. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and even defend anything.
If the Eagles can run the ball the way they are, and Nick Sirianni puts Jalen Hurts in position where it minimizes his weakness, which is throwing the ball deep and getting
keeping
zip
them
on
out
it,
of 3rd and 9s.
yeah, they will be successful. But it wouldn't surprise me if the Giants next week, as they should, just come out and 10 men in the box. Like, you got to stop the run. You got to do
What's
something.
your schedule the rest of the way? You said you'd be favored in 5 games.
Giants,
Favored.
Jets,
Favored.
Washington, Giants, Washington,
They're gonna lose to the
Cowboys.
Giants.
I wouldn't surprise me if they lose next week to the Giants.
The NFC wild card, all of a sudden, and what a wild game that Vikings Green Bay was yesterday, guys. Holy crap. But now Vikings back to 5-5, Niners back to 5-5, Eagles 5-6, Saints 5-5, Panthers 5. It's
Panthers.
Panthers.
They're done.
They
They got 3-0 for the fakest 3-0 ever.
If
Who did
I
they open
said-
with?
No,
Jaguars, Jets.
and Saints. They beat the Saints. Corpse of the Saints. That was the week the Saints. I mean, whatever.
If I said
everything I say about the Saints. Is
who's the
whatever.
best team in the NFL right now, I don't think you can answer it.
I still think it's
No.
the Packers. Yesterday was a typical Vikings win where they come out, surprise everyone, say, oh, the Vikings can do something and beat them. They fucking stink. They're choke artists through and through.
Well, they tried
Always
to throw
have
that
been,
pick, and they
always
didn't get.
will
Well, no,
be.
Cousins couldn't. Remember, he threw the pick to Savage, and then they didn't control it.
Packers lose a game like this, they're fine. I still trust the Packers against anybody.
I think
and
they're
the Bucks.
fine.
And the Bucks. I still trust the Bucks.
If you look at the resume, he's probably right because week 1, Rodgers, I don't think he wanted to be there, or if everyone has a fluke loss.
Week 1's wonky. Anyway.
That's the fluke loss. Then they lose to Arizona, close without Rodgers, and then they lose on the road.
You mean KC? They beat Arizona.
Kansas.
They beat Arizona.
They beat Arizona. I'm sorry. Yeah,
They lost to KC.
Lose to Kansas City. Right. I'm sorry. Lose to Kansas City, and then this one, divisional.
And they fall back. And they fall back
in Minnesota. Probably had it. All right. Whatever. So consistency wise, has Green Bay ever been low other than where they've been? No.
They're gonna.
The Bills have been low. Titans have been low.
The Bills, speaking of which,
Bucks have been low.
The Bills yesterday Jonathan Taylor, 5 touchdowns.
It's embarrassing. I'd be embarrassed to be a Bills fan right now.
They're bad.
Cowboys have been low.
Stinks.
The Cowboys are kind of in a funk. The Chiefs thing's so weird. They've won 4 in a row now, but 19 points yesterday. I know the Chiefs' defense with Chris Jones plays is completely different. I mean, obviously, but still, Mahomes, no touchdown. I mean, I know they're winning, and that's all that matters, but the offense still
They're taking care of the ball a lot more.
That's true.
And that's really all that they need to do right now.
That's true. I will give them that. But
like you say, the Packers are the best team, sure. But I'm saying this is the first time in a while where it's not just clear cut number one.
Oh yeah.
There's 1A and 1B and maybe 1C.
Packers are beatable.
AFC's nuts.
Yeah. I mean the Patriots also. We're not talking about them.
They hold the division.
You gotta.
Yeah, and they play the Bills at home on December 6th.
Dude, the Patriots after
games
next week they play the Titans. They can be the number 1 seed in the AFC, which is astounding.
Speaking of the Titans, what'd y'all think of that one?
Letdown
they
game.
just suck.
I mean, I said it all year. Tyrod Taylor is a fucking quarterback you got to watch out for.
You know who I like who's trending? Colts.
Yeah, no, I got the 30-1 ticket on them to win the AFC.
Dude,
if they can just get in,
if they can play half decent defense and have a running attack and not force Carson Wentz to be Carson Wentz, not too bad.
No, they are playing well. They really are playing well. That was a dominant. That was one of the best efforts of the season yesterday.
That was, I think, the only pick I gave out there won. I had them +7.
Smitty, they take care of the ball a lot better. Mahomes had a fumble and an interception. The interception was a drop by Jason Kelce. The fumble was a fumble and a sack. You're going to have fucking turnovers, but he's not turning the ball over. They're not driving the ball down to the 20 and fucking throwing an interception or a fumble like they did during multiple losses this year.
The Chiefs back?
I mean, they're in first in the division. Yeah, it was just weird because I thought over-under was 56.5 yesterday, and that thing ended up 19-9.
Who in the AFC can the Chiefs not beat if they played today?
Nobody.
Yeah, I mean,
that's the thing about it right now. I mean, you look around. I mean, anybody can.
I think you say that in the NFC as well. This is gonna be an awesome.
Still gonna be tough to go to Lambeau if they have home field.
Yeah.
But I don't put it as it's open and shut. You're telling me Arizona's going there?
Oh yeah,
warm weather.
How about Arizona? Speaking of Arizona, how about Colt McCoy, 35 of 44 for 320 yesterday?
Kyle Murray's been out the last 3 games. So Hopkins,
and they kept him out. Arizona's got a bye next week. They're going to make sure they're healthy. But Colt goes 2-1, wins road games at San Fran and Seattle, 2 division games.
First team to hit their win total already.
Damn.
Yeah. That's a crazy win total for the Cardinals when you think about it.
Yeah. We'll see.
They're 8 wins. So 7.5.
Yeah,
it's crazy.
We'll see tonight. But
no, I think it was 8. They had to get to 9. How many wins they have now?
I think they have 8.
Really?
I don't know.
Smitty has over 8 on win total Wednesday.
Oh,
okay.
How about that?
Good pick.
Yeah, so 8. So they had to get to.
I don't.
In order to get to 8, they had to win. What's their record?
8-2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because they lost to Carolina. They lost to Green Bay, and they lost that Carolina home game last week with McCoy. But Tampa also lying in the weeds. Look, Antonio Brown's out tonight. Giants fans got a little Monday night game. Y'all like the 11?
Honestly, I'm gonna bet the Giants because I can't bet against them. But I could also see them getting blown out tonight because everyone's kind of on this train that they're frisky, and everyone knows that they're a covering machine and all that. But because you kind of said it too, they'll get blown out tonight and then beat the Eagles next week.
Yeah. Go listen to Tom Brady's press conference post-game last week and try not to bet on the Bucs tonight responsibly. That could be the fuck you turning point Tom Brady needs to just win every game the rest of the season.
I almost want, because this is a gambling show, is there any way we can show that? No? Got it. Not even audio? Because it was like, if you are a gambler, you need to listen to it.
Gronk's back tonight too. It just feels like Tampa. They're holding Antonio Brown out. They've been holding Gronk out. It's kind of like they've been holding back. And they're going to win that division anyway.
Arizona's 9-2, by the way. That's why I went over.
9?
Yeah, because they have to buy.
I knew it. It had to be. If it's 8, it had to.
No, Rico, and they have the bye week
I
this
thought it was
week.
7.5.
No, it was
so
8.
that's why.
Yeah.
Did y'all watch how crazy,
Really awesome.
guys? How freaking crazy was that Sunday night game last night?
Crazy.
Yeah, it was
Y'all stay
fucking
up?
insane. Yeah. Chargers
Eckler's a
are
beast.
Chargers are confusing.
Yeah. I mean, they played a Steelers defense that had nobody.
Steelers are not good.
Right, I mean,
Well,
if
no
you're gonna-
T.J. Watt, no
Yeah.
Minka, no Joe Hayden. I mean,
They're going to be there with if Ben Roethlisberger plays, they're going to be competitive in every game. Yes, they will. They will.
But
They'll
I'm
be
not putting them as a
competitive.
serious, like, pesky playoff team.
No. But
But at this
Big
point,
Ben's going
I got
to
you.
put
At-
some moxie out there.
fair. At this point in the year, I think you have to start saying who's real in the play, like who's a contender and who's not in the playoffs. I think the Colts are. I would put the Colts ahead of the Steelers. And a couple of weeks ago, I was like, yeah, it's a Steelers year.
sure.
It's a Steelers year. I think they're trending the wrong way.
Yeah.
what'd y'all think about the Ravens pulling? Man, that was the Bears losing to a quarterback. Y'all see Eddie's post game video?
Yeah, I mean, he had 16 pass attempts before that game.
I walked away for a minute, or like we were setting up to record, and then I come back. It looked like the Bears had it in hand, and I was like, "What the fuck happened?"
The Ravens went
and I
so
didn't want to
fast.
Dan was there. He's a Bears fan, so I kind of was whispering, like, "What the fuck happened?"
It's amazing for
and they
us,
just
though.
threw it away.
They need to keep losing. It's amazing that they keep losing like this.
Yeah.
But Dan seemed conflicted on the stream yesterday because he's like, "Of course I want the Bears to win, but they got to get rid of Nagy."
Yeah, but they're not, and obviously, like we always say, they're not even rooting for losses because they don't get their picks. So it's like, but if Nagy doesn't get fired, they're gonna be like riots in Chicago. There has to be.
Hey, it's a genius of drafting Justin Fields. You gotta give it a year.
Gotta
Gotta
give
give
it
it
a
a
Yeah,
year.
now Fields. So he
They
has.
know what they're doing.
They're saying bruised ribs for Fields. Who knows? We'll be ready Thursday on the short week. Boy, Bears Lions Thanksgiving. Some real exciting
That's
for that
gonna
one.
be.
Hey, the Lions! I was rooting for the Lions to beat the Browns in Cleveland with that fucking quarterback who was like ninth string at college.
Threw for 77 yards. Tim Boyle.
I don't care.
Eddie was saying
The Browns
it today.
deserve to lose that game.
Eddie was saying it today.
The Lions get a win.
Andy,
They got a tie.
They have a tie.
Think
Close
they
enough.
get a win?
no.
God, man, if
gonna be tough.
if they do, it needs to be Thursday with this Bears team. And
But you don't think, like I was saying, Eddie's on Mush Line was like, I can't believe no one. I know the money's different, but like trade for Andy Dalton. Andy Dalton's better than some of these quarterbacks that are playing.
Yeah,
every
but he's
week.
not going to get you anywhere. That's why. He's not
I
going to
feel
get
like
you a
some of these
championship.
teams that have a good defense, where it's like the Saints, where the Saints
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
is better than Trevor Siemian.
Oh, yeah,
where
he's
it's
better.
like that's a team that could use Andy Dalton, where he's not gonna bring you over the top, but he's gonna be at least keep you like try not to give you turnovers. You know.
Yeah, the Saints thing. It's just, I mean, James. Anyway,
Simeon-
all
Simeon
I'm going to do is bitch, and nobody wants to.
Simeon in the first half yesterday was comically bad.
Dude,
He's
it's-
bad.
Like the
yeah.
fact that John Elway even compared him to a adequate starter at one point. Like that's embarrassing.
Elway's got a bad track record with quarterbacks.
Oh, awful.
Going
Absolutely
back to
awful.
Peyton, it's been they still had since Peyton retired, they literally still had
Simeon,
figured it out. 7
Osweiler.
years. Yeah. Oh, Paxton Lynch.
Paxton Lynch.
Listen,
is he even in the league still?
In fairness,
I don't think.
Paxton
so.
Lynch was great at Memphis.
Oh, I know. He torched him.
He gets a fucking pass on that one, all right? There's a lot of quarterbacks that I thought would be pro. I thought Paxton Lynch would be in Canton, so I give him a pass. But you can't be wrong 4 times in a row, 5 times, or whatever it's turning out to be. You know,
What's the over/under of that Lions-Bears game on Thursday? 28.
9.
30. I'd put it at 36.
The other Thanksgiving games are Raiders. Who, by the way, Raiders. Talk about the Raiders did this the last 2 years where they were like 6-4 doing okay. They are falling off a cliff right now, guys.
Who do they have?
They are at Dallas.
Why does it feel like the
Yeah.
Cowboys always play on Thanksgiving?
Because they do.
They
you
do?
fucking
Oh, all right.
dumbass.
that had to be a level?
That was a bit,
usually
wasn't it?
That's where, and then next he's
Yeah.
gonna be like, I can't believe Thanksgiving's always on a Thursday.
That's always on the 25th. The Lions Bears is at 42.
Oh,
That
hammer
total.
the under.
Totals at
The
42.
other
It's gonna be a
Thanksgiving
15-9 game.
It's Raiders, Cowboys, and then the battle of the falling apart Bills and Saints Thursday night.
Bills
Jesus,
are going
really
to come
kinda
back. and
shitty
crush them.
game.
I mean, Bills Saints, you would think in theory would be,
Yeah.
you would think in theory it'd be pretty good. Looking ahead, college rivalry week. Rico, you've been talking all year about if Ohio State was 7 or less, it's the game of the year. What do you think about Ohio State being 7.5?
I think with the mindset that Dave is in right now, if he tells me to bet Michigan, I will. I will cancel my Ohio State bet. But with that said, I think I know you don't buy the points. It is college football. I think they're going to kill them, but you could get backdoored and be up 14. It lands on it. Get it 7. If you were, I say 6.5 is all I wanted all year. It's a heavy bet for Ohio State. I just don't see it with Michigan.
It's 8 right now.
It's up to 8?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm not buying 2. I had seen 7.5 when it came out.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
To me,
So now I'm hoping for 10. So I'll regardless, I think it's a 2-score game. I think Ohio State's way better. The receivers cannot be touched. Stroud's getting his rhythm. Ryan Day owns Harbaugh. It's Ohio State, even on the road. The only thing I worry about is if Michigan really mucks it up early or there's some weather or some shit going on and it's, like, gross. And, like, they're only going to score 17 points and it's 17-10 or 17-14. It's gross. Ohio State needs to get into a track meet. I don't see Michigan keeping up. It's heavy for me. I really do. I think Ohio State is the second best team in the country, and everybody's blowing Georgia. They haven't seen an offense like they have at Ohio State. I think that's going to be a great championship game.
Yeah, if Ohio State puts it on Michigan, they have an opportunity to beat Georgia. If it's close or
Without
they
a
can't
doubt.
score, then it's
And you know
Georgia's.
what? It's a good practice exam. If that's the right term, because Michigan has those 2 defensive linemen that are great.
PSAT.
Yeah.
I think Vegas putting it out at 7.5 or 8 says a lot how much Vegas likes Ohio State.
I meant more of like the term to use right now. I understand the terms of practice.
I think you gotta give credit to Michigan though too, because a lot of people had them losing at least like even when they were
Nobody
5-0.
Nobody expected them to be anywhere near this.
They played nowhere. They played nobody. Like losing one game up to this point and to your pretty much your rival at that point. You got to give them some credit. Their defense is good. That's why I'm excited to see them against Ohio State.
But is it even more frustrating if you're a Michigan fan? That like for all those years, it's like he couldn't beat couldn't beat Ohio State. Let's get him out. Then they extend him because you don't want a lame duck coach. Now he's gonna get. Let's say they do lose by fucking 3. You still haven't.
Oh no, you can't be mad if you lose by 3.
You still haven't beat him, and now you're only that much closer. It's like I think it's you almost want to get. I know it fucking sounds stupid, but you almost want to get blown.
See, I disagree
to
on
get that close again and still not ever. Like, you have to beat them.
See,
ultimately, you have to beat them.
I disagree. I think if you lose by 30 or 35, it's the real deflating because Michigan finally had a good year.
How long is?
I mean, they lost 4 or 5 games last year.
6?
Yeah,
I thought it's more like
6, 7.
8.
Yeah, he's been there. He's been there a while.
He was coaching the Super Bowl 8 years ago.
I know, but it just feels.
It was 20,
you're right. Yeah.
It was 2012 Super Bowl because the 13 was Denver, Seattle.
Yeah.
I don't know. The one thing Michigan does do well, they cover spreads against bad teams. They beat the crap out of it. I mean, all year long. If they play any other than the
2015.
Yeah.
All right, you're right.
15.
Feels like longer. Maybe
does.
because it's so much a stigma on them. You know.
True.
Other one I want to ask ahead about is Bedlam. Oklahoma.
I
seems
love
like
Oklahoma State.
Do you?
That line's fucking 3. Oklahoma, give me Oklahoma State. Oklahoma's checked out. Quarterback controversy. They don't know what the fuck they're doing. Gundy, I've liked Gundy's demeanor. Have you heard anything from Oklahoma State all year?
no.
It's so weird.
They're just sitting there, shark in the water.
The craziest thing is seeing them. They've literally. I mean, the defense improved the last couple of years, but they've always had these high-flying offenses. Their defense.
Who would they play in the championship?
So it's messed up. So it's mucked up with Baylor. No,
because the's no
what about Baylor?
Yeah.
But what about Baylor?
Possibly.
No, because it's mucked up because Baylor beat both of them. Baylor lost at TCU. That's their only.
So right now, Oklahoma's 7-1, Oklahoma State's 7-1, and Baylor is 6-2.
Okay.
So Baylor beat Oklahoma.
Yeah, Baylor beat Oklahoma,
okay, so
and they lost at Oklahoma State. I'm sorry.
And
so that's the whole situation. What happens if Oklahoma State beats Oklahoma? So Oklahoma, because they would all beat each other, is what I'm asking.
No, you're getting confused. Oklahoma State and Oklahoma are both 7-1.
Yes.
One of them has to finish 8-1.
Okay.
So that's the one.
Okay.
And then the battle for the 2 goes head to head.
So we go head to head.
Yeah. So it's
So Baylor, if Oklahoma loses to Oklahoma State, it's going to be Baylor Oklahoma State then, because Baylor beat Oklahoma. If Baylor and Oklahoma are tied, Baylor gets in. Is my point.
right.
Okay. I didn't explain that very, very, very well.
And if it's Baylor Oklahoma State tied, Oklahoma State gets in.
Other college football stuff. Dan Mullen out at Florida. Got to hit on that.
Yeah, I like that. I like when teams do that and, like, why wait one more game and then fire him? You know what I mean? Like, I like when just get him out, but it's weird to see him get fired like that because I did not think Florida was going to be that bad this year.
Well, the thing that's interesting, so their AD Scott Strickland, they fired him, but they said you can coach the Florida State game if you want, and he's like, the hell with it.
Yeah,
I'm done.
I like that. I mean,
he's done. It's just wild because they lost 52-46 in the SEC championship. To last year was one of the best Bama teams ever, maybe the best.
I could just see that conversation to his wife. They said I could coach another week and get a paycheck. She's like, just come home for Thanksgiving. He's like, all right. That's really what it comes down to.
The hell with it. Well, so obviously, I'm concerned about the Lane Kiffin stuff. Florida, supposedly Billy Napier is the
There's a lot of good openings right now.
Florida, LSU, USC.
Yep.
I mean, does Texas pull the plug on Sark? I know it's only 1 year, but
4-7.
They're not
that
going
can't,
to,
they
but-
can't. The Kansas law.
USC is still open, right? USC hasn't hired a.
No, USC's still open. The Florida thing. So my LSU people are saying the Dave Aranda and Napier are the two current front runners. Florida people are saying Napier at Florida. I mean, obviously, I think if they want Lane, I think Lane would obviously look very hard at Florida. I'm obviously a little nervous about that, but that's part of being good when you're good at Ole Miss. The Mullen thing's wild to be. I mean, they almost won the SEC championship and made the playoff last year.
I know. I mean, they started off pretty good this year, too.
Do you think Lane would be successful at Florida, or do you think like he tops out at a place like Ole Miss?
So I think Lane would crush at Miami. I think that's the spot where he'd crush because the ACCs are crap show right now.
Plus, he
Literally,
brings his
though,
like
too.
little
And no, but
bad
Lane-
boy mentality.
Swagger.
Yeah,
and
Yeah,
exactly.
Lane brings a swag
Social
back
media.
to you.
I don't know, man.
That would be the U part 3.
That would be
Liv is open till 7, so he'll be there every night.
As he should.
I mean, that'll be a problem.
Joey FW.
the thing. Look, Florida, the SEC East is weaker, and Florida has a big tradition. And I may catch heat for this, but I mean, come on, Miami's somewhere you want to live. I'm not. I mean, I know some people could say whatever on Oxford. I'm not the biggest Gainesville fan. We'll put it that way. I don't think Gainesville's anywhere. It's like, oh man, I want to move to Gainesville, Florida.
I just also think if
I
it's
thought it was
open,
going to be way nicer.
I don't
It's
know.
not. It sucks.
I mean, I get it. You want to test yourself against the best, but you're setting yourself up for failure in the SEC. Like it's a fucking murderer's row.
The question is
every
money.
year.
The question to me is money because the SEC has all the money. Ole Miss is about to throw like 8, 9. I mean, he saved the economy of the town. Ole Miss is about to throw 8 or 9 million at him. He literally did. He literally did, dude. Ole Miss.
It's a point. He's got a point.
It's a wild statement.
It's true.
I'm not doubting you, but
But no, it's crazy. I mean, it's just unreal. But the point is,
it's almost like a Steve Mahalik tape. Save the economy.
hey man, but Miami, do they have the money to? I know that they're a private school. They're gonna have to if they get near in the ballpark, he'd consider it. But Miami, Manny Diaz, big win Saturday night, and that quarterback Van Dyke looked good.
Yeah.
He looked real good.
I think the weather affected that game as well, but it's more like if Lane. You look at the ACC, like Clemson's been running the show here, but the rest of the ACC has been wide open or trash.
No, that's my
I
point.
do know
Is
what
that
you're
he could build
saying,
something.
though. If you could go to Miami instead of, like, Miami also, you get the
Your
swagger.
path
you
is a
get
little
that.
bit easier in Miami.
And it's
Little
still
bit.
like it's
Way
it's
easier, I
still a
should say,
school where it's like it's Miami. You should be good.
Oh,
if he gets them
1,000%.
out back on track, it'd be sick.
And the swag, Kiffin's confidence
Yeah.
in the swag. I want to go. Let's go ahead and jump into picks because
Do
there's
the
a bunch
other
of
ad
stuff.
first.
Yes, Mincy, I want to talk to you about Barstool Bites. We
Let's
talked
do
a
it.
little before. Thanks to the acclaimed chef Eric Greenspan, he's legit. I went to his place in L.A. The things he was making and what I had was unbelievable. He started basically this whole ghost kitchen type thing with Mr. Beast Burger. Now it's Barstool Bites, where you can get it on barstoolbites.com and via the Barstool Bites property app, available for download from the Apple Store or Google Play. There's assortment of dishes ranging from game day favorites, must-have munchies, and anything between. The Dana Beers Buffalo Chicken Dip, Skinny Fat Wings, KFC's, and Glen Ball's Long Island Sliders, Smitty's Biggie by Smitty, Mush's Mozzarella Curds. The swishes, everything is unbelievable. So make sure you go do that. Head to barstoolbites.com or download the Barstool Bites app and check delivery or pickup options near you and get $3 off orders of $15 or more with code Barstool, exclusively on the Barstool Bites app or BarstoolBites.com. We are in every avenue of anything, so make sure you go try it.
And also this week, Black Friday, I know we're going to have a lot of merch getting pushed out. Black Friday, Cyber Monday, it's I believe 20% off almost everything in the Barstool store. Be on the lookout for that. Do your Christmas shopping with us at Barstool
Yeah,
Sports.
it's gonna be Monday's going to be an interesting day.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look, this is my first big Cyber Monday.
Oh, yeah. Just make sure you're tweeting.
I'm going to
Make sure you're tweeting come Thursday through we lost a lot of good men and women out there last year.
And make sure you're there on Monday.
Make sure you're there on Monday. Correct.
Right.
Duly noted.
Right, Rico?
One of the
I'm
coolest.
telling you, I'm not even as a friend. You gotta be there.
Yes. That's like a mandatory.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
face?
Rico, we'll pick you up. We'll pick you up in the aisle. Bring you over. First class.
You should just hire your security team.
Let's get to the picks.
Well, fair enough. We got a lot of action because college basketball, big tournament this week. We got NBA. We got Monday Night Football. Obviously, Giants, Bucks. Who wants to? Let's get the updated standings. I know Meg and I sent in a million.
Yeah, Meg had a.
I know, Rico. You did me a solid, Rico.
Killed.
You did me a solid. I'm no longer in seventh.
Ev did something yesterday that was kind of mean, but also pretty smart.
What'd he do?
He goes, "Who do you like?" I say, "I love the Raiders." I see a tweet, add the Bengals to my call. It's all right. I mean,
9 nights left. Yeah, I'm having a nice. I'm just having a. You know what?
Cruise
You're
solid
doing
month.
okay.
It's still the top 4 ball game.
Believe
Oh,
me,
yeah.
Marty, I would love to be
9
where you're
nights
sitting.
left.
Man, Megan must have had a tough one, huh? She was up like 10, I thought.
She's going so huge volume right now. She's going super, super high volume on the college hoops. So right now, though, Smitty, you're in the clubhouse. Lead us off.
Yeah, down 10 units from over the weekend, though. A little tough one. The Ice
you
God.
were up 27 units?
Yeah, the Ice God got warm. Not good.
The ice started melting a little bit.
Yeah. Tampa Bay tonight, -11. I mean, that's just a gimme in my book with Tom Brady. Listen to that press conference. Kent State, -1. I believe that's a 1 p.m. tip-off against JMU. And then we got the Ice God back. Colorado Avalanche. All across the board, up and down. And people are giving me heat on my tennis picks. Shout out Double Fault again for providing public picks for people that I sometimes take, I sometimes don't. If you have problems with us putting winners over our cards, fuck you. That's all I have to say about that.
Martin, did you have anything to say on that, Martin? Because I remember that was discussed Friday.
No, I told Smitty. I was not coming at him. It was more of we got to be able to. Because we usually all take our own picks, and that's public, and he said that.
Look, if I was taking every single one of his picks, there would be an issue. He put out, I believe, 4 picks yesterday. I took 2 of them. I went 2-0. He went 2-2.
he's just getting lucky what he's saying.
What do you mean I'm getting lucky? I'm actually looking and evaluating. I see Zevever. He's going to be a money line. I'm taking Zevever.
To be able to hand select the right ones.
30-8
Yeah.
this month.
I was also talking a big game about Little Rock being up 40. They're up 7 with a minute left, so I'm sweating that one out at the moment. But yeah, I'll go because I have Little Rock -3, -3. I got Wisconsin -3.5. I'm
I got Seton Hall.
dying with Seton Hall because Seton Hall. I think that they're literally going to win the Big East. You've
been saying that.
Yeah, I mean, they're undervalued. They're ranked now. They beat Michigan. I really do like them. Illinois is back with fucking Kofi, so they're playing dog shit teams. 9.5. Cornell +15. Florida -13.5. And Duke -26.5. Duke -34.5 on Friday. Won by 35 at the last second. Was unbelievable.
Who's Florida got? Cal?
No, Cal's hard. They're horrible.
And Florida's good.
Cal's
Castleton,
Florida is
Castleton's very good.
No, Florida does look pretty good.
Put your eyes on Washington State. They're a pretty good team out west.
They are good, but they struggled their first game. It was
just put the eyes on it. That's all.
All right, I've got Marty. I got Wisconsin, Seton Hall, and Florida all with you. So
love it.
Feel good.
It'll be good.
I've got over 49.5 in Giants Tampa. I'm yanking Giants +11 off my card after this Brady press conference. I've decided no more. Also Tampa this year. I don't know if y'all have seen their home road splits. On the road, they've been very mortal. Even when they win, it's kind of been ugly. They've been beating the crap out of people at home. I've got Rob Gronkowski +175 anytime touchdown score. Brady always looks for Gronk on primetime games. This is his first game back. I think he's going to try to get in there. And I got the Atlanta Hawks minus 11.5 against the Oklahoma City Thunder are this year. It ain't a lot. That's what I got. Rico, what you got?
I'm not touching the NFL game. I just can't get a read on it. I've been pretty bad with the NFL, to be quite honest. I'm on Wisconsin. Is everybody on Wisconsin?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm also on Seton Hall. I'm on Wright State.
Okay.
Kentucky, Albany over. Grand Canyon. Notre Dame real late. And Arkansas. I think they're going to kill Kansas State.
I'm curious, just to ask, let's go ahead and can we post Megan and Walker and Ev's picks, please, TJ?
Megan's might take 3 slides.
Yeah, Megan's might.
Business Insider PowerPoint.
Big Ev's got the Giants plus 11, A&M plus 3, Creighton minus 5. I was going to ask y'all, nobody picked LSU Belmont. It's 155.5. He's got over.
Me.
I wanted to take the over, but one thing goes wrong. You need 80 from both teams. That's tough.
I'm just curious what y'all think. That's an interesting matchup.
It's an awesome matchup.
Belmont's always good.
Belmont's only getting 5.5.
Yeah, that line looks interesting.
Belmont's really good.
No, they always are. They're always in the tournament.
Casey Alexander,
And
offensive
and
erotica.
finally, do we have Megan's picks too? Yes, we do.
Oh, wow.
That's a small card for her. She's on Arkansas Little Rock with
I think
you.
when you lose that many, it's like, all right, let's reel it
Cut it
back in.
down.
I'm a little scared about our Wisconsin pick because Texas A&M.
She's got A&M.
Yeah, Texas A&M isn't that. Only reason I took Wisconsin is because A&M went to overtime with fucking Abilene Christian.
Yeah.
So
Well, Abilene
I know
Christian
they made the tournament last year,
they
but-
beat Texas last year. In the
Buzz has been surpassed out there, though.
I know. And Wisconsin, who they lose to?
Providence.
Yeah,
That's not hard.
that's not horrible, but it's. I think Wisconsin.
Providence is a middle of the road Big East team too, though. So
Y'all get it. So tonight, no big feel on Monday night for you.
not really.
I
I'll be rooting for the
had
Giants.
to bail. Giants fans. I mean, y'all fight hard.
That's the thing. I think this is a week where everyone knows we fight hard.
Yeah.
And 11, I'm not betting the game because I'm just going to bet the Giants because I am. I can't bet against them. I think they might get smoked.
I mean, this is a perfect drop game for the Giants. They won last week
They bye last week.
or
and
2
then-
weeks ago.
Yeah.
They won. Bye. Come out tonight, get smoked. Come out next week, give the Eagles a game.
Yep.
Do you think the Eagles will make the playoffs?
I think they should.
I think
At this
they very well
point,
could.
I think they should win at least 9 games from here on out. Seriously, you look at the schedule, they should, which means they are exactly winning 7
Yeah.
and missing the playoffs.
Well, I don't know. I just
I just don't understand like what teams are looking at when it comes to their offense. They're just yes, the offensive line is dominant. Jalen Hurts is playing great, running the ball. You know how to beat them on offense. Make Jalen Hurts pass.
I know.
Like
that's so weird playing the entire division pretty much.
I
besides
know.
The Jets
It's very
in the
weird.
last games.
they do that now where you're
Very
No, they stagger it where the end is all division. They do it like beginning and end.
Giants, Jets, Washington, Giants, Washington, Cowboys. That's
they've
a
only
lot.
played 1 division game so far.
Wow,
That's bad.
That's really bad. It's a bad schedule.
Yeah.
that is kind of what. So this week, college basketball. I know Gonzaga, UCLA
Tomorrow.
Duke.
Duke, Gonzaga, Friday.
Kansas, Bama, possibly Thursday. The way that bracket's lining up, and then there's another one, the Paradise Jam or the Bahamas one lines up to be a decent final too.
Yeah, it's just weird that I wish they were in the actual Bahamas.
What y'all got planned on y'all's Thanksgiving? Anybody traveling?
No,
Oh, Ben Mintz.
I miss.
You got what's going
Oh,
on?
yeah.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Just say it. We got
No, you know, I got Enrico knows, got the baby, one house to another, to another, to another.
Oh, because everyone wants to see the baby. UConn Auburn's gonna be a really good game Wednesday too. But yeah, Thanksgiving. I like Thanksgiving, but let me tell you something. Holidays are annoying.
This one's not.
This one's a good one.
I
About
like
eating and
Thanksgiving.
sitting down.
And
I like
fall.
Thanksgiving. Christmas I like, but it is a lot. It's stressful.
Christmas when you have families is real.
Thanksgiving's
stressful.
easy.
Saying.
It's a 5-day holiday too.
I like that it's a Thursday. I agree with that part. Of it.
You know what is nice about having a kid, and you'll appreciate this? The magic of Christmas is like kind of back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You get
Yeah.
Santa involved again.
Yeah.
You kind of feel that feeling.
Yes, I know what you mean. That's nice.
So holidays get in the way to you, Marty? Is that your?
Mine's just like I feel like there's a lot of pressure on getting gifts.
Thanksgiving's
has
no
none of
gifts.
that.
That's
No,
what.
Thanksgiving I like. I'm saying holidays are more. It's like you're forced to do something.
That's why Thanksgiving's great. It's
I
a
like
two-
Thanksgiving's
first-
my favorite holiday.
Monday's a mail-in day if you work somewhere like in an office. Tuesday's a mail-in day. Wednesday is a half day, if that, or you're off. Wednesday night, show me love till 4 a.m. Then
Yeah, but say Wednesday night is like one of the party nights of the year. The Wednesday Thanksgiving.
Ben, I used to go shopping for my shirt on Black Tuesday, day after Labor Day. I'd start looking. It's the best night of the year. Wake up Thursday, get a couple of bagels, hit the
I'm going
bacon, egg,
to
and
see
cheese.
Robert Randolph Brooklyn Bowl Wednesday. I'm stoked.
You guys
That's gonna be
Turkey
fun.
Bowl guys Thursday morning?
It's not as big here as you would think.
Really?
Like at all. Basketball on Thanksgiving Eve is actually bigger on Staten Island than Thanksgiving football games.
Yeah. Turkey Bowl mucker.
I mean, I did it.
Also,
My friends
the
did it.
Triple
What's the Turkey Bowl?
like Thanksgiving
It's
high
like
school
you and
game.
your friends.
The AAA
or your
championship
family
just
plays
played.
football against each other.
It just
Yeah.
finished.
Touch football.
Thursday
I always see
morning.
turkey
Smitty,
trot.
the playoffs are
around.
over in the City League in New York City. Over. Playoffs were decided Saturday. Farrell lost.
I don't.
Sucks.
I don't think anyone plays basketball. Thanksgiving. I mean, you're
No,
talking about
that's
high
wild.
school.
A lot of
games?
people do like the turkey trot 5K runs that I will not.
You're talking about high school
participating
games.
in.
High school games on Thanksgiving Day are a big thing. Yes.
No, we're
Really?
not talking. We're talking
Football.
about like where you play with your friends.
Right. No.
Yes.
You're talking about the high
Turkey.
school game?
Oh, he's talking about turkey ball.
High
like-
school football on Thursdays is still big, but we're talking about Turkey Bowl. You play early in the morning,
fuck.
hungover
You're
with
a
your
hard.
boys.
That's you being a hardo.
That's not me being
You
a
have a
hardo.
notebook
It's like
with
a
your
family
stats.
thing.
Adam Smith,
Rico's
62
talking about-
and
Yo,
3
my
touchdowns.
career on Thanksgiving ended in 2003 against
Yeah.
Conestoga. Fucking 100-yard receiving, you piece
Stay
of shit.
tuned for the Yak next. We'll have Pick Central tomorrow. Y'all take it easy, fellas.